My name is Amer. I'm an orthopaedic surgeon from Manchester, basically I've worked in lots of war zones, and I worked recently in Gaza, and I experienced some really quite horrendous sort of massacres, and unfortunately I was also the victim of a war crime myself, because the UK charity, medical charity, their safe house was bombed by the Israeli army, and fortunately nobody was killed, but it was very clearly an attempt to murder us so that it would put off other doctors and healthcare workers from going to Gaza to work. And that for me was very clearly the reason, because no military commander would ever make the decision to bomb a UK charity. That's a decision that's been made by a politician. And so Israeli politicians decided that this was the means by which they were going to prevent other medical charities from going into Gaza. And more recently, they've introduced a contract which means that a lot of charities are unable to work because they're not going to sign up to a contract which would effectively result in them having to hand over the personal details of everyone who was working for them, and put them at risk of being kidnapped or interrogated. So it is, an incredibly difficult situation, one that's been exacerbated by Western governments, including the UK. I've seen that the UK has, on the face of it, cancelled 33 arms export licences, but in the 3 months following that declaration, they actually increased the arms export, so that in the 3 months there were $69 million worth of arms exports to Israel, and in the previous 3 years, from 2020 to 2023, there were only $49 million. So the government is gaslighting us. They're telling us one thing, they're doing something completely different. They've sent RAF spy planes over Gaza. Those flights have coincided with massacres, so the data that's being gathered by these RAF spy planes, they're actually being used in order to perpetrate massacres. And even when the government said that they'd cancel those flights and they weren't going to do them anymore, secretly what they had done was to hire an American company to perform those very same flights. So the government says one thing, but they're doing exactly the opposite, and I really think they need to be held to account.